Welcome to David Maris and Nick Smith Speed. I'm Nick. Here I am in my garden in New Zealand on a beautiful autumn day. I'm a former British sprinter who in 2004 was selected for GB's 4x1 relay squad at the Athens Olympics. I currently also hold the Scottish 60 metre record indoors. Today I'm going to take you through some examples of some drills you can do before a sprint start and take you through the basics of a sprint start. Now I'm going to take you through some drills that you can do as part of your warm up for the sprint start. But before you do these drills, you'd have done 2 laps of the track prior to getting into the drills. The drill there is demonstrating was a Frankenstein. It stretches your hamstrings, your quads and your hips, and also gives you improvement in your range of motion. Now I'm going to show you the next drill and come back and talk to you about what I did. The one I just demonstrated there was called a march, and what it does is reinforce the ground contact time you have during the acceleration period, which is important. Now the final drill I'm going to show you is a wall drive. This is a great drill for improving acceleration because you get your body on a 45-degree angle to the floor, and also your heel recovery is low and you get that knee drive as you're coming out the blocks. So that teaches you how to do, it's a good example of acceleration. Now, as final part of the warm-up, you put your spikes on and practice this acceleration from a standing start, the 2-point start. I'll now demonstrate that to you. You do 2 or 3 of those practices before you get ready for setting up your blocks. Also, as a reminder, as part of your drills, you would do those twice over 20 metres as part of your warm-up as well, and practice getting the correct form. Now I'm going to show you the basic setup of a sprint start. So here, the first thing to know is what leg is going to be your front leg in the blocks, and what leg's going to be in the back of your the back leg in the blocks. Now, the back leg you'll be in the blocks will be the leg you normally kick a football with. So that'll help you decide what leg goes at the front and what leg goes at the back. So now you've got that information, I'll move on to showing you how to set the blocks up. Here you have the start line, but to start with you'd want to make sure that your blocks are set up in the middle of the track and not going off to one side. That's important to remember that. And from there, to set your blocks up to your front block, you're looking at 2 steps in from the starting line. So that's your 2 steps for your front block. And then you're going to, then for the back block, you step back 3 steps from the line. So that's your basics for setting up your blocks. Once you've got, and that will vary from athlete to athlete. So you want to, once you're comfortable with the settings of the block, it would be a good idea to write down your measurements, and so the next time when you set them up, it's a lot easier. You don't need to worry about going through that routine. So now we've got your blocks in the right position, and you set them up. You then go to the back of the blocks. So is this on your marks? Then you're going to step forward in front of your blocks. You then place your back foot in first, and then your front foot. Now your back leg should be in line with your front foot at this point, so you know you're in the right position. Hands should be shoulder width apart. Neck, head looking straight down, in line with your spine. Then you go into the set position, so you raise your hips up slowly. They should be higher than your shoulders. Shoulders should be over your arms. And then hold, and then I'll practice that one again just to show you again. So from on your marks, you step forward in front of your blocks. Just have one final look down the track. Know what in your mind what you're going to do, and you place your back foot in first into the back block, and then your front foot. Knee in front of you, in line with your toes, fingers behind the line. Again, raising your hips slowly. Now your front leg should be at 90 degrees and your back leg roughly at 120 degrees. And then drive it. So there I've covered today, there's some warm-up drills, some samples of warm-up drills, and what you should be doing in your warm-up, as part of your warm-up, and covering the basics of the sprint start. Next time I'll take you through a proper warm-up routine and adding more examples of warm-up drills and look in more detail at the sprint start.